Welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Now, let us start. The first novel we have. The Tyrant Wants to Live, written by Insulation. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. I lived my life as the tyrant's substitute. Through regression, I found myself as the tyrant in his childhood. Assassinations, political opponents, succession, war, the fall of the empire. I'll eat this fate and survive. On to the next novel, we have Trash of the Count's Family, written by Yu Ryo Han. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 9. Its synopsis is as follows. When I opened my eyes, I was inside a novel. The Birth of a Hero. The Birth of a Hero was a novel focused on the adventures of the main character, Choi Han, a high school boy who was transported to a different dimension from Earth, along with the birth of the numerous heroes of the continent. I became a part of that novel as the Tyrant of the Count's family, the family that oversaw the territory where the first village that Choi Han visits is located. The problem is that Choi Han becomes twisted after that village, and everyone in it is destroyed by assassins. The bigger problem is the fact that this S*UPIDTR who I've become doesn't know about what happened in the village and messes with Choi Han, only to get beaten to a pulp. This is going to be a headache. I feel like something serious has happened to me. But it was worth trying to make this my new life. On to the next novel, we have What Happens When the Second Male Lead Powers Up, written by Suk Im. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. I was transported into the romantic fantasy novel my younger sister was reading, not as the male lead but as the second male lead. If I remember correctly, this punk is fated to go into war in the future and die in the male lead's place. Okay, I've made up my mind. Let's not go anywhere near the main characters and stay healthy until I can go home. On to the next novel, we have I Became a Sick Nobleman, written by Siwoo Wang. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. I became a miserably weak aristocrat in the web novel SSS Class Knight. With a body that can drop at a moment's notice, no less. Let's live for now. Let's fight on. I have to survive, even without knowing the ending. On to the next novel, we have Count's Youngest Son is a Warlock, written by Siwoo Wang. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. The Count of Kronia's youngest son became a warlock to live. On to the next novel, we have This Bastard is Too Competent, written by S. Sajeondeu. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. He was the one who would become the greatest monarch in history. The spot you had climbed once, there's nothing you can't climb again. On to the next novel, we have The Founder of the Great Financial Family, written by De Moon Ho. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. I somehow ended up in the world of a novel with magic and dragons. Why? I have no idea. I just woke up here. I've read a lot of web novels and normally you would have ended up in the body of the protagonist with outstanding talent or the Trshush child of some rich and famous family. My situation should have been like that too. Isn't this a little too unfair? Given my background, there was only one way to move forwards and live. Yeah. At the end of the day, money is the best. No matter which world, it's always driven by money. On to the next novel, we have Duke, Please Repent, written by Byul M. Myung. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. He became an aide to the final boss in the novel. In the ending of the novel, the final boss is dead, and the world is already in tatters. So why don't we get the final boss off the hook in the first place? We can't fix people, but there's no other option, so let's try fixing the boss. On to the next novel, we have The Duke's Eldest Son Escaped to the Military, written by Rotten Apple. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. Lee Jung-hoo died in a car accident. He braved each and every hardship in Jaden's body in hopes that he would survive once he cleared the game of the gods, but just when the Empire's strongest family was about to fall and be killed by the monsters. The beta test has been completed. Based on these words, it seemed like he still had another chance. 1. Stop the destruction of the continent. 2. Survive until the age of 35. He was given these two main quests. He had tried to finish the first one during the beta test. However, he realized that there was no solution to this problem. So this time, he was going to pick the second. And the first step for him to achieve this was to leave this crazy family of his. Maybe the answer is running away from home? That's the end of this video. I will see you soon in the next video. Happy reading.